Salam, everybody. This is Investor Shake back at it again with another video. And today's Halal stock pick of the week is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, ticker symbol GBTC. The stock price is currently at $34.69. So what this is essentially a stock that gives you exposure to Bitcoin. This can be seen as an alternative to owning Bitcoin outright. Now, in my previous video about Bitcoin, which you should check out, I talked about how there are many ways that you can purchase Bitcoin, such as Robinhood, Coinbase Pro, Binance, Cash App, Gemini, and so many more. But this is a way for you to add shares to your portfolio while giving you exposure to Bitcoin. And when you look at the performance in the 6 months, it has almost tripled in price since August. It was at $13 in August, and then it dipped a little bit, and then it started to go up as soon as Bitcoin started to go up, and it has been as high as $45 a share. And then it dipped. So basically this is going to follow the movements of the Bitcoin price. Now we've seen Bitcoin go up as high as $40,000, and then it dipped to the low 30,000s. Now if you are a long-term bull on Bitcoin, if you believe the price is going to be a lot higher than what it is now, this can be seen as a viable method of getting in the ride, joining the ride as Bitcoin goes up. But instead of owning Bitcoin, you are owning shares of a trust that purchases Bitcoin and keeps it in a cold storage. So let's take a look at their website to dive into this stock. So looking at the Grayscale website, they describe this as the first publicly quoted Bitcoin investment vehicle and the first digital currency investment vehicle to attain the status of an SEC reporting company. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is solely and passively invested in Bitcoin, enabling investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin in the form of a security while avoiding the challenges of buying, storing, and safekeeping Bitcoin directly. And they give you some details on GBTC. So this was started in 2013. And for each share of Bitcoin, each share of GBTC that you buy, you are essentially getting 0.0009 Bitcoin per share. Now that may seem like a small number, but considering that the stock price is $34 and some change, and Bitcoin is the price of one whole Bitcoin is $35,000 as of Sunday night. It is going to be a very small amount, but if you are buying a lot of these shares of GBTC, eventually you'll have a pretty hefty position in Bitcoin. But they're the ones that are doing the storing for you, so that you don't have to get a Bitcoin wallet to store the coins in. But of course, when a company is willing to do that for you, you're going to have to pay a price for that. And they do incorporate a fee for GBTC, which is at 2%. And you may think 2% that is significantly high compared to other ETFs Like for example, the ARK ETFs have an expense ratio of 0.75%. And then you have low cost index funds that have a fee that is less than 0.1%. So yes, 2% is significantly higher, but considering what they're doing to allow you to have exposure to Bitcoin, they're buying the Bitcoin and they're keeping it in a cold storage. So with that maintenance, you're going to have to pay a price for that. And if you're willing to pay that price, then for the convenience of them purchasing Bitcoin for you and for you to get that exposure of their ownership in Bitcoin, the 2% fee is warranted. And GBTC isn't the only cryptocurrency stock that Grayscale has. They also have other securities for other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin, as you can see right here. So all in all, this is a good alternative of instead of purchasing Bitcoin outright. If you don't want to have the hassle of getting a Bitcoin wallet and purchasing Bitcoin from an exchange and transferring over to a wallet, this is a viable alternative. They're the ones doing the purchasing and the storage. For a 2% annual fee, they're doing all that work for you and you get to have exposure to their ownership in Bitcoin. However, if you are more comfortable purchasing Bitcoin and keeping it in your own wallet, by all means, purchase it from purchase it from Coinbase or any other exchange. I'm just providing you an alternative to purchase Bitcoin in the form of a stock. Now, GBTC is not available on Robinhood. They are available on other brokers such as Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade. So me personally, I do own Bitcoin in a wallet, but I also purchase shares of GBTC in my Roth IRA. That's what I'm doing, but I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't copy what I'm doing. Please do your own research on Bitcoin, evaluate the long-term potential of this cryptocurrency, and decide for yourself whether you want to allocate some of your money toward Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Now, me personally, I am invested in both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I am bullish on both cryptocurrencies in the long term. This is Investor Shake checking out. Follow my Instagram @InvestorShake.